Melbourne's new way to wake up. This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, felt like a good one today, guys. Felt like we were cooking. Do you reckon? We were cooking, Ben?
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Bell?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was the best of the week so far. Maybe I just feel that because the first thing you're going to hear is something that we haven't done in all our time in radio. I would say it's almost a radio first. I mean, I doubt anyone's ever taken the amount of callers we took in one singular break. It might get a little boring. Obviously, you have the option to fast forward a little bit in podcast form. Well, just know everyone listening live in Melbourne on Nova 100 wouldn't have had that option.
I think it's about the journey. It's about will we stay with it and get to 45 calls?
You'll know what we're talking about in just a second. Have a listen. Yeah, look, it's a sad day for Australian television. 10 News First Breakfast has been given the arse. That's right, 10 had their own breakfast television show to rival Today and Sunrise. I didn't actually realise that. I know I did that a few years ago, but did you know that, Belle?
Yeah. It only started, recently, and it was very quiet. High hopes, but very early on, 44 viewers.
Yeah. In July.
So all of the nation...
Yeah.
They had 44 viewers.
Yeah.
For one particular morning, which is hilarious. However,
sad.
Yeah, and we are a new show ourselves. You get it, it's hard sometimes. You start, this is our third morning ever in Melbourne. So I don't really want to be the one throwing stones and glass houses, and laughing, going ha ha ha. Do we know if there's more than 44 people listening at the moment? And the answer is honestly, we don't.
Yeah, we don't know that. That was the conversation we were having off air this morning, and we thought, you know what? Why don't we just test it?
There's only one way to test the waters, and that's if you call 13 24 10 right now and we try and speak to 45 people. It's going to take a long time.
It's going to be the definition of burning the toast.
Yeah.
It's going to be the most callers we've ever done in one radio break.
You might think that there's, radio ratings and surveys and people doing that. This is just how
This is the real acid test. Jade, good morning. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Great to have you.
Very good, Jade. Just to make sure we do this right, Belle, can you please keep track of how many?
I'll keep track.
Jason in Ascot Vale, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good, man. Thanks for listening. Appreciate your ears so early on. Eva in Geelong, thanks for listening.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
There's a few free phone lines, so 13 24 10. Beck, how are you?
Good, thanks. How you going?
Oh, so good, mate. Thanks for listening. I mean, it's warming my heart to know we've got about 5 listeners so far. Jake in Greenvale, good morning.
Morning, guys. What's up?
Yeah, mate. Not much. Just trying to do a little bit of a test here to see how many people we've got listening.
This is going to take ages.
Emmy, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Sunshine over the West Gate.
Oh, nice. Are you off to work? What are you up to this morning?
Volunteering, actually, at MSAC.
Oh, good on you.
Sweet. Oh, good to... Not only have we got lots of listeners, good quality, good people, Danielle, are you listening?
I am. I'm here on the way to work too.
Yeah, legend. Thank you. Appreciate it. Liam, I like the name. You're listening in?
Yeah, g'day. How we going?
Yeah, pretty good,
mate.
Liam.
Thank you.
Belle, what's the count?
Okay, so up to 8. We really need to...
Are you serious? 8?
All right.
Up to 8. Keep going.
That's a bit of a worry. Bernadette, are you listening?
Bernadette's not listening.
Bernadette, you there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, okay, very quiet. You're listening. Malik, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Thanks for listening. Appreciate your ears. John, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. Love the show, guys.
Oh, thank you. What do you love specifically about it? The part where we play Spanish Flea for 3 minutes and just say hello to people. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Shelby in Melbourne, how you doing?
Hi, good. Welcome, guys.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Shelby.
We've gone for so long that the Spanish Flea music has stopped.
Guys, no, seriously, we're only up to 12.
Okay, we go. Geez, this is going to take a lot.
We've got to get to 45.
Jason, are you there?
I'm here.
Thank you, mate. Erin, how are you?
Good morning, guys.
Thank you so
Good
much.
morning,
for
Erin.
listening.
Hey, just quickly, are you enjoying this? Should we keep going?
Oh, this is hilarious.
We'll take your word for it. Thank you. Josh, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Oh, mate, so good to have your ears early in the morning. Madison, can you confirm you are listening to the Ben, Liam and Bell Breakfast Show on Nova 100?
Madison, are you there?
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Okay.
No,
Lisa, are you listening?
I certainly am.
I think Madison decided to switch stations in the middle of potentially this segment. Jane in Phillip Island, great to have your ears. Are you there? No, you're not, Jane. Okay.
We do have Ben, though. Good morning, Benny.
Yeah, g'day, how are you?
Ben got there.
You're doing pretty good, Ben. Doing pretty good, mate.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Alec, it seems the Channel 10 breakfast show only had 44 viewers. We're not going to pay them out until we know we've got at least 45. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
you are. What's the count, Bell?
Up to 20, guys.
20.
We're
Pretty good. We're almost halfway.
Good stuff. Troy, how are you?
Mate, how you guys
Yeah,
going?
good, man. I don't think the bosses are going to like this one. Jane's called back. Jane, you are listening.
I'm listening.
You love to hear it. Thank you. Jess, what about yourself?
Hey guys, good morning.
Yeah,
morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Jackson as well. He's like to put his hand up to say he's listening to the Nova 100 Breakfast Show. Is that true?
What's up?
I like you, Jackson. You call anytime, man. Great vibe. Amanda in Greenvale, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Amanda.
Thanks for listening, Amanda.
Just looking for a bit of a pep talk here. Should we keep going, Amanda?
Yeah,
Okay, you don't sound super confident.
it's taking a bit longer.
Yeah, no, it's taking longer than we thought too. Don't you worry about that. Emma, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are we all?
Very good. Good. 13, 24, 10. Keep those calls coming through. You know what? I think we'll give Ed Sheeran tickets to the
45th
caller. Yeah. Okay. Travis, how are you?
Yeah, good morning and welcome, team.
Thank you very much,
means
Trav.
a lot. Like, warm welcome from you as well. Means a lot. Emma, you didn't call before, did you, Emma?
I did.
Okay, well, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't count, though, because I remembered you from last time, so now you're going to ruin the count. So now we...
No, I rang yesterday.
Oh, you rang yesterday?
Oh,
okay.
There's
Oh.
only so many Emmas from Warburton.
Well,
so,
look,
yeah.
a loyal listener. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you. Okay, Jasmine, you're listening?
Yes, I am.
Wicked.
Thanks, Jaz.
Just like Mick in Greensboro, you are listening to Ben Lehman Bell this morning. Is that right?
Thank you very much. Yes, I am.
Thanks,
Oh,
Mick.
wonderful, Mick.
Bell, just looking for a quick count here. What are we at?
Hang on. 10, 20, we're up to 29.
29. Ash, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, good, you?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's losing a bit of steam, but we'll get there. Rhonda, beautiful Breakfoot. How are you?
Good, thank you. How
Oh,
are you?
lovely. Yeah, we're well. Thanks, Rhonda. Appreciate you listening. It means a lot. Cassie, you are listening to the show this morning.
Woohoo! I'm on my way to work.
All
Good on you,
Jeff.
Cass.
All right. Hey, Maddie, how about you? Are you listening?
Certainly am.
Oh, good. Good.
Hey, keep your calls coming through. 13, 24, 10. This is when it gets epic. This is the pointy end. We're starting to get there. I know the room's starting to lose a bit of steam. But I think this is what we need. We need a bit of motivation.
The next person's going to be number 35.
Whoa,
So
okay. The home straight, the last 10. Jason from Greenvale, are you listening?
I'm listening to you guys. Love your work.
Thanks,
sound
mate.
like it.
You didn't sound super enthusiastic about it, but thank you. Jordan, you're listening in?
What's up?
I love you, George. Diana, how you doing? You listening?
Absolutely.
Means a lot. We're getting closer and closer to having more listeners than the Channel 10 breakfast television show. Anna, how about you? You listening?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Anna.
Yeah. Hayden joins us now. Hello.
Good morning, man.
Jackson, Jordan, and Hayden sound very similar.
Brad in Bacchus Marsh. Good morning, Brad.
Morning, fellas and ladies.
Thanks, Brad.
Bell, how many more do we need?
We need 5 more, Brad. You're a lucky number 40.
5 more.
5 more.
We just
13,
need
24, 10. Naomi, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh,
Yes,
we're well.
very
Thank you
good.
for listening. Jules is on the line. Are you well?
Guys, how are you?
Very
Oh,
good, thank
so
you.
good. Thank you so much for listening to the longest segment
I
ever.
need 3 more.
3 more callers.
Here we go.
We won't get axed.
Home straight. Deborah, you're not afraid to say it. You're listening to Nova 100.
Oh, I'd love to hearing you. Thank you.
No worries, thank you.
Is it Lula? Is it Lula on the line?
Yes, it's Lula.
Oh, wonderful, Lula. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for joining us.
Okay, next caller is our final, number 45. We'll officially have more people
Whoa.
listening than
This-
people watching the 10 News First Breakfast Show.
Honestly, if you stuck with us for this could be a world record for the most
That-
callers
yeah.
in a radio break.
That is a punish. To be honest, even if you don't think you like this yet, if you stuck around this long, I think you'll get into it after a while.
We're all going to do great
Here we
things.
go, guys. Are you ready, Ben?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Belle?
I'm ready.
All right. We're joined now by our 45th caller, Michaela. Good morning.
Good morning.
We did it.
45
We are
people, baby.
officially going to stay on air, hopefully, fingers crossed, or
Oh.
because of ironically, because of this segment, will be taken off air.
Yep.
Michaela, you also, we're going to give you Ed Sheeran tickets to his show coming to the MCG next year.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you
And that,
so much.
I know. And
Drive the
45
worst ever.
45 people listen to this show, so it was a 1 in 45 chance. So it's it's not easy. His last tour broke records as the biggest tour ever. Ed Sheeran is heading to the MCG on Thursday, March 2nd and Friday, March 3rd. Tickets on sale now. Details at frontiertouring.com.
And make sure you tune in tomorrow when we try and break our
No.
previous
Yeah.
record.
No.
Let's go for 50.
Let's go for 50.
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Yep, Liam and Belle, it is a 610 quiz. We've got 5 questions. You get them all right, you get to choose the next song we play.
I mean, if you go really well, there might even be a prize on the line. Liza joins us now from Mooney Ponds. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Yeah, very well. Third morning. How do you think everything's going so far?
Oh, I reckon you guys are settling in all right.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Okay, nice. Well, it's good to have your
Sounds
company.
sure, but yeah,
Hey, look,
thanks, Eliza.
A lot of time to win you over. Anyway, first question. Here we go. Arnott's have revealed Victoria's favourite biscuit is Savoy's. What are Savoy's called in other Australian states?
Just.
The Indonesian government have banned sex before marriage. What's the popular Indonesian tourist island that Aussies love to visit and get tattoos?
Bali?
You ever been?
Oh, yes, I have been.
Yeah, it's awesome. We actually did a listener trip there last year. It was
We did.
wild. And some listeners didn't even make it through border security. Not going to get into why, but yeah, it was a wild trip. Hey, today's weather here in Melbourne is a top of 20 degrees. How many times does 5 go into 20? This is a pretty easy one.
4.
A Bacchus Marsh mum is copping heat for hosting a Macca's-themed party for her 1-year-old. What's your go-to Macca's order?
Chicken nuggets for sure, every time.
Just the nugs?
Are you getting a sauce or like you're making it a meal?
Oh, yes, sweet and sour in a meal, obviously.
Yep.
What's the most you've pounded in one sitting?
Nothing more than a 10-pack. They're a little bit...
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you're still watching your figure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have reached the 24 mark, the 24 days of Nugget Christmas.
you have.
Last question. You're on fire, Eliza. Wednesday star Jenna Ortega has jumped 10 million Insta followers in the last 10 days since the show went viral on Netflix. Can you finish this TV theme?
Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Very good. Very good.
Double points if you were clicking, but it would have been pretty hard if you were holding your phone, you know? Well, very well done.
You've smashed it. You've got 5 for 5. You get to choose the next song we play this morning as well. So, do you want to hear some Gorillaz? Or do you want to hear some Kiss Chasey?
Let's go a bit of Kiss Chasey this morning.
Yes.
Yes, Eliza, we were rooting for this. Eliza, did you know they're touring next year and they're going to be playing the Corner Hotel, so they're back. That's why we wanted to get it on today.
This is pretty awesome.
nice.
Opinions won't keep you warm at night. Eliza, thank you very much. You have a great morning.
Thank you so much.
You're on Nova 100. Liam and Belle, you've both got me in trouble with my wife, Sam. Belle, you know what you've done?
No, I'm trying to think because I love Sam and I would never do anything to get you in trouble.
Liam, you know what you've done?
Oh, no, my mind's a blank.
Oh, it's disgusting. So I was the first person from our team to go back to our old office to pack up my things, right? We all share an office. And I was the first one to go put it all into a box. And my wife Sam came with me to help carry some stuff. And when we got there, I was immediately in trouble. She said, "Why does everyone else have pictures of their partners on their desk except for you?"
That's true.
And I said, "What do you mean?" And then I looked around, and your desk, Liam, there's a photo of your fiancée, Sarah. You're at a wedding, I believe. It's kind of like, when you get the preprint photos.
Yeah, you go to like the photo booth. There's also a frame that a friend of ours gave where it's like an artist illustration of myself, Sarah, and our little cavoodle Toby, and I've got that sort of there, just the things I love most in this world. I think it's pretty important to have that close to you.
Yeah, she saw that. Belle, you've got a page from the paper of your boyfriend Luke, who's like a war hero.
Yeah, he's a pretty big deal.
Near your computer.
Front page of the paper, so stuck that on the wall.
Even producer Andy has got a framed photo of his wife Kelsey on his desk.
It's a nice photo too. It's very happy, happy times.
And then on my desk, I've got like a SpongeBob toy. I've got like a basketball card of Michael Jordan.
Yes.
And then I said, my default was like, I don't really like wall clutter. And then she says, "Well, what's that?" And then points to the giant A3 poster of Port Adelaide full forward Charlie Dixon.
Yeah, it's like Charlie Dixon looking sweaty, like with his big beard flying around. Yeah. You definitely enjoy wall clutter, that's for sure.
I was going to say, isn't he the one person you said you'd turn for as well? So.
Yeah, it is.
Ben and Lamb. It's like dopamine for your ears.
Ben, Lamb and Belle here. It's our third morning on the job in Melbourne. We were doing radio for a long time together, Ben.
We have, Lamb, almost, is it 10 years now?
Yeah.
And one of our favourite things to do is the forbidden folder.
Yeah, we got a lot of pushback. Like in radio, sometimes you got bosses and they go, "Oh, that's not really right. It's not really appropriate. It's not the sort of stuff that should be talked about in the morning." We compiled it all on a list and we put it in a place called the forbidden folder. We both carry a key with us at all times. Ben does, I do. But now Belle, who was our producer, is officially on the show, and so we get to present you with your key. There you go. Yeah, no, I know.
Thank
this is a
you
huge
very
moment.
much.
So
It's heavier than you think, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And what happens is we'll put it in the machine at the same time, and when we turn 3 keys at the same time, it opens the folder.
All right, is everybody ready to turn their keys?
I'm ready. And you got to get the timing right, okay, Bill? Otherwise, it doesn't work. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Nice.
All right, Liam, what is the topic that has come out of the forbidden folder this morning?
Yeah, it's a juicy one. 13-24-10. Have you joined the Mile High Club? Fascinating, isn't it, that people manage to do that? I mean, it's very hard, very small space.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even pooed on a plane. I don't, you know what I mean? There's not enough space for me.
I don't either.
I don't think there's enough space.
Well, see, I don't want to get too much into the nitty gritty, but you've got that space, the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people do
they
it
don't.
elsewhere.
No, they don't.
Where else could you
Yeah,
do
On
it?
the seat?
Yes.
No, they
No way.
There's no way.
Yeah. No, absolutely. There's
How? There's people
I've seen it in movies. I don't know.
What sort of movies?
Can you recommend the title?
Can you give me a USB with that one?
The Wrong Missy on Netflix.
Oh, really? The Wrong Missy?
Yeah.
Well, that's a
See-
David Spade comedy. I don't know if that
Yeah.
happens in real life.
But I don't think it has to be in the toilet.
13-24-10. Give us a buzz if you've joined the Mile High Club.
You can remain completely anonymous. We understand, it might not be something you want to talk about if
Yeah.
there's potential employers or family members listening this morning.
We have got a call already from Kat, who joins us now. Good morning, Kat.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Very
So
good.
is this your real name, Kat? Is it your real name or?
Part of, yes.
Part of-
All right. Okay.
Okay, Katrina.
And so the question on everyone's lips here, have you joined the Mile High Club?
Yeah, I did.
How did you do it?
Oh, it was the late 90s.
Rock and roll.
Won't tell you which company.
Okay.
That
was one of
wouldn't
those.
change anything. Just for the record.
They're
Yeah.
not going to come after you now.
Okay, so it's late 90s. Talk us through
Yes.
what happened.
Well, we'll flying back Perth, Adelaide, and it was the last, like, one of those late flights, 10 o'clock at night or something.
Yeah.
And we had all those miners and all that sort of, that do that Flow fighters, what are they called?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, fly in, fly out, yeah.
Yeah, oh my God, it was full of them. I was there with my partner, and then the hostesses were all over them, like all over him. And
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, got an opportunity, do you want to?
Yeah.
And he's like, what? He goes, no. I'm like, come on. Get the weekend off with a bang. And he's like, yeah, obviously.
Oh, so you're saying
You
the
know.
air hostess was distracted by all the FIFO
Yeah.
workers, and then that
You
gave
thought,
you
this
and
is
your
your
partner
opportunity.
a bit of free space on the plane?
Oh, okay. I thought.
They were getting involved. I thought so.
Yeah.
too, yeah. They've been away for a week, you know.
I thought you were announcing
Yeah,
the plane.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Well, better do it than ever."
No, right. So, Kat, you obviously joined the Mile High Club. Was it a toilet situation
Or a seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We were there for quite a while until we got the right position.
no need to
obviously.
brag.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Okay.
But the funny thing was, when we came out, the hostess, she looked at me. I'm like, oh no, and she just gave me a wink and a smile.
90s.
Yeah, the 90s, eh?
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, rock and roll. Oh, good stuff, Kat.
All right, Kat.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, and I couldn't see myself doing it. Steve from Point Cook joins us now. Congratulations, you've joined the club.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Great show, too. I'm loving it.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
Is it because no one's ever given you the opportunity to talk about doing it on a plane before?
I know. I think it's a great opportunity to share the story.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, us and all of Melbourne are all ears. Please share your story of how you joined the Mile High Club.
Yes, I was travelling on my own to Singapore on a overnight flight, and I was in a row next to a guy. I was just this guy and myself,
Yeah.
and we sort of gave each other a little bit of a look. And once everyone had sort of dozed off to sleep, we put a blanket over our lap, and I guess helped each other get to sleep.
No way.
Thank you. You've proven it can be done elsewhere
Steve,
out of the bathroom.
What is this look? What is this look that
Yeah.
says, I'm crazy enough to do this right here, right now. We've never met before, just strangers in a plane. Let's do this. Like, I don't know what that look looks like, because I think I need to identify it, because if someone gives it to me, I need to give the look back and go, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready.
You can't miss the look.
You can't
It
miss
was
it?
very clear, and then we just sort of pretended we were asleep too, except the blankets were bobbing around a bit.
Steve, let's keep this just as above board as we can. But I'm assuming, and maybe I'm wrong here in assuming, but I'm assuming you got to third base.
Wait, what's the...
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Because does it need to
Depending
be
what
a
they
home
did,
run?
yeah.
Does it need to be a home run for it to be the Mile High Club? You know what I mean?
I think it's Mile High. That
is?
You've got pretty high there.
Absolutely. No one's
Yeah.
sitting there just doing that
We didn't
every
get to home
flight.
base, so we finished the game. So I guess
Thanks, Steve.
Home run, baby. Good on
All
you,
right, Steve. Well, look, we'll give you a prize. Belle, what's Steve
Oh,
want
you know
himself?
what, Steve? You can go give the eyes to somebody else with your 200 voucher to Bulgownie Estate. It's in the Yarra Valley Wine Dine Stay Spa this summer.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. Thanks, guys.
No worries, Steve, mate. Cool. Anytime. Thank you very much for listening. On Insta last night, we uploaded a bunch of the photos from the professional photo shoot that we did.
Yeah.
All the photos that aren't going to make the billboards.
And for obvious reasons, if you do scroll across, you'll see what the problem is with each of them.
Well, if you check out the Ben Lehman Bell podcast, or if you've got one of those fancy digital radios that might have a little picture there, and Belle is taller than us, she's like a giant, she looks like Yao Ming. There's also the outtake where you can see she's in high heels and on two boxes to get some. I don't know, for some reason that they're like, it'd be better if she's taller than you.
Yeah.
So
Which is very deceiving because a lot of people who have now met us three in one sitting go, oh, you're a lot shorter.
yeah.
There's just also a lot of weird poses that they put you in for billboards. There was a couple where we were closer than we've ever been.
I was
There's a lot of
feeling
touching.
things in my back
Yeah.
that I haven't ever felt, and I was given things.
HR was this close to being called.
I actually did send a little email just to flag it, just to, to
Yeah.
make sure I
Get
was
on the front foot.
I was asked to do it. Okay, I was asked to do it. There is a recording of it.
If you want to see the exact photo we're talking about, it's up on the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram.
Ben and Liam love you.
Ben and Belle, I'm a nice guy. I try and do the right thing by people, but I do like a little bitch from time to time. I mean, I think we all do. Belle, you're partial to one.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah,
yes,
big B
yes.
over there, Belle.
Oh, Ben, you like one too. I mean, we all do. I mean, it's just human, right? Especially if someone's wronged you in some sort of way. Well, last night, my fiance and I, we were just really unloading on someone. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say what about, because they are an acquaintance. Could be one of you. Who knows?
You looked at me. Why did you look at me?
But we were just, we were going for gold. When your private conversation, you can say what you want, and it was a very private conversation. And at some point, I noticed, it was late at night, and I sort of noticed that my phone light was on, like my screen was on. Yeah. And I had a text chain open with this particular person, and bloody Siri was recording everything we were saying and just like writing it out in a text to the person we were bitching about.
No.
Like,
my God.
Like an effing transcript, like word for word. Like Siri was acting like one of those stenographers in a courtroom, like rapidly on a typewriter, like writing the whole.
That's a nightmare.
It didn't send. But it was literally, we were seconds away from disaster. I'm not kidding. It was because obviously like texting already, and then it just, I don't know how, but you know how that happens sometimes?
Yeah.
You see it just randomly starts typing and
So
notes.
what had it typed exactly?
I'm not saying what.
Damn.
But all I'm saying, if it sent like friendship over, like that, like I would have died. I would have actually died if that sent.
Do I know who they are?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're familiar with them.
Do I know who they are?
You're pretty familiar with them.
Ooh,
You really know
she's the
them.
producer Andy.
Yeah, no, but look, we didn't get busted, but I'd love to know if you have been. Did you get busted bitching? I mean, that would be a pretty spectacular way to be busted bitching if, the text sent. But I'm sure there's also things when people think they've hung up and then they go, oh my God, that person, I hate that person, yada, yada, and they're still on the line and they hear it. Or maybe you're just at work having a quiet word about someone and they were in the cubicle next door.
Oh, yeah, or if they're the classic, they come up behind you and you got to do the signal.
Oh, God, yeah.
13 24 10 Melbourne. That is our number. We'd love for you to pick up your phone and give us a buzz and let us know your story. Did you get busted bitching?
Laura in Cheltenham, did you get busted bitching?
I did, and it was the late 80s, early 90s, and me and my sister and my school friend recorded on a tape how horrible some girls were at school, nasty.
Yeah.
I know, and then I gave the tape to someone thinking it was blank.
Wow.
And he played it in a room full of all the people that we'd been bitching about and called us there to watch a movie. And then they emptied a pint of beer over my head in front of everyone.
Laura, that is like something out of a TV show.
It's also so hard to get done in recorded form in the 80s. You know what I mean? Like, these days you lean on your phone wrong, it calls someone, leaves a voice note or whatever, but to have to like VHS record something.
Well, Laura, I mean, I have to ask, did you record it on purpose?
Yeah, we were all just bitching in my sister's bedroom, and we were saying that we hated them, and it was a club, and we bitched about these three girls, and they were awful girls. They were bullies.
Yeah.
But they said, "Oh yeah, we're all going around so-and-so's house to watch this movie," so we turned up there, and it was playing on the stereo.
This is an ET.
All our boys there bitching about these girls, and they just walked up to me, one of them, and emptied a pint of beer.
Oh, no good, Laura. Well, a lifetime of scars. A great story, though. Anna joins us now. You were busted bitching. What were you doing?
So I was busted bitching about my boss. Yeah, so what happened is we were having a particularly rough day, and she was having a go at me for something I can't remember. She said, I'm going to go off for coffee. I said, no problem. I went to the kitchen to make me a snack. I ran into a coworker. I got into a rant about how much the day was going, and before I knew it, I turned around and there was my boss sitting in the kitchen doorway.
What did the boss do?
She just looked at me and then walked off. I guess what happened was that she forgot her purse and came back and heard me, and she didn't speak to me for the rest of the day. The next day she came in and said, I need to talk to you, and we had a long conversation about how it was inappropriate to talk about your coworkers.
Yep.
And I was not fired, but I got into a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and as soon as that meeting finished, you walked into the kitchen and went, she's such a mole. She told me how you're like, last caller here, Mary in Hillside. You were busted bitching. How so?
I put in a group chat, I said, she's such a female dog, and I didn't realise she was in that group chat, so everyone started to reply to put the message up high.
No, Mary.
Good friends.
Mary, I've been in that situation. I've been one of those friends going, hey, how's everyone's day going?
Can anyone approve my Shakespeare essay? Just another 4,000 words, guys. What do you think? Any dot points? Any keynotes?
Now, I had one of the most romantic moments of my life completely ruined on the weekend.
Oh, no.
My boyfriend Luke and I, we thought we'd get into the Christmas spirit, and we attended the local Christmas carols that were happening near me, and it was beautiful. It started at 6 p.m. and the sun set, and we brought our picnic rug, we brought a bottle of sparkling. I don't know if we're allowed to, but we did. And about 9 p.m. they started the fireworks. And we were sitting there and we had like prime position right in front of this beautiful hill. The fireworks were coming up from the top. It went for a good 5 minutes in and we're sitting there. I'm going, this is just perfect.
the moment.
Luke,
Yeah.
so happy. And I turned to him and I said, baby, how beautiful, how perfect is this? And he responded with, oh, mate, great. And then we just kind of sat there in silence and I said, did you just mate me? Did I just get mated?
Yeah.
And he went, I was really hoping you wouldn't notice. It just slipped out. I'm so sorry. I said, this is a horrible milestone in our relationship when you get broed or duded or mated.
Yeah.
And we sat there and then at the end of the night I said, are we going to talk about it? And he went, no, still love you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, have a great with the fireworks.
I love you. I couldn't love you more in this moment. And he's going, it's pretty good, isn't it, buddy? Ruffles your hair. Oh, yeah, that's
Bro,
not
you pass
good.
me a beer?
So I wanted to ask,
Cheers, brother.
13 24 10, what ruined the romantic moment? We tried to brush past ours. I thought we just kind of pretended that it didn't happen, but it did. And now the running joke now is I say, oh, hey, mate.
Yeah.
mate.
Which is, so you don't really mate your partner too often. I mean, you can if it's your thing, but not in a special moment.
13 24 10 is our number if you want to give us a buzz. What ruined the romantic moment?
Lachlan from Taylor Lake.
Morning, guys.
Hello. Good morning. Set the scene. Why was it so romantic?
So we just got back from the US. I was in Santa Monica, so we went to the pier for our 1 year anniversary.
Nice. That is sad that he doesn't have a place, but yeah, I mean, you could probably wee somewhere other than your shoe. Did you get it on camera, like as you're sort of taking your shots? The guy just the stream sort of coming in onto your Vans.
Who else we got on the line? We got Karina. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good, thank you. Take us there. Why was the scene so romantic?
So this was going back to years ago when our children were little, and I was trying to spice things up, and so put the kids to bed, and I had negligee on underneath my dressing gown and all made up, high heel, and I went into the room, had his favourite dinner organised, bottle of red wine, and called him in and stripped off the dressing gown, put some high heel shoes on, called him in, and said, come on for dinner, and he walked in the door, looked at me with a blank look on his face and said, aren't you going to get dressed?
Karina, I'm so sorry. What did you say?
It's a true story.
What did you try and pick up the moment?
Pardon?
Did you say no, this is for you? Did you try and pick it back up, or did you just move on?
We moved on. I just kind of went, no, this is what they say in the books is supposed to spark up romance, and then he kind of got it. But then he even didn't have any red wine because he had a headache. So it's
Soul destroying.
The old headache.
I love how he walks in and goes, that looks uncomfortable. Ooh, you got a wedgie. You might want to pick that out.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, man.
Karina, I'm so sorry, but thank you for giving us a buzz anyway. You know what? We'll give you something to, cheer you up a little bit. How about, would you like to treat your partner and you and maybe pick things up and go to the Yarra Valley Balgownie Estate?
I would love it. That is the best place. I love it. Yes,
beautiful.
please.
Well, you got $220 to spend.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. You
no
guys
worries.
are awesome.
I appreciate that, Karina. You will have to wear clothes there, though, okay? Otherwise you'll be escorted off the premises. Don't try and spice things up there on the estate, all right?
P to the O to the D to the cast.
Ask us anything you like. Ask us anything you like.
We're only 3 days into our show here in Melbourne, so you might not even know who we are, where we've come from.
Maybe you'll want to call and ask us not to use that intro anymore because you hated it so much. I don't know.
I will say that intro is me being on air constantly, so I'm not in it. I don't have anything to do with it.
We are willing to ask or answer any questions you want to ask. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz.
If you don't want to come on as well, you can text us 0400 919 919. Ace from Chadstone has got in touch. She has asked, what did you guys do before radio? Well, Ben, you had a pretty interesting job before.
Yes, I was a dairy farmer. I dropped out of school in year 10 10, school wasn't really for me. My dad said, if you're going to drop out of school, you get a full-time job. My brother worked at a dairy farm, so I said, can you get me a job there? He said yes. I worked on a dairy farm for like 5 years, and that was before I met Liam, and then Liam and I met each other, and then we started doing radio.
Yeah, I was on the work site, mate, labourer.
That was like a month long, wasn't it?
No, it was longer than that. Okay, Bill. And yes, I got into a bit of trouble because I just I stole all these other guys like copper cutoffs, and there was this really scary guy on site one day, and he was like, "Who's taking my copper?" And I just had to like hide in one of these rooms until and then I returned his copper like, sort of, later on when everyone had left. But yeah, I spent most of my time just collecting cans.
So we got dairy farmer, we got part-time labourer. Belle, what did you do?
I mean, I've kind of I was doing community radio since I was like 15, but while I was doing that, I was working for like a function company, and I helped set up weddings.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
putting all the flowers on the tables and tying all the seat covers.
Well, thanks for your question, Aisha. Chloe joins us now. You're only 9 years old. What's your question, Chloe?
Did you know each other before you started the radio?
No, so, yeah, Chloe, we all sort of met doing the job, but Ben and I met before you were born, 10 years ago. That's when we started doing a show together, so we've become very good friends since, and Belle, we met through work as well. Yeah, but we're friends now. You were with one of my best friends for a while there, so Belle was always staying over at my house and that sort of stuff. Ben was a little jealous that he didn't get to sleep over.
But I met you guys because, I was hired as your producer for a different radio station, and we all came over together. And I would say... Oh, actually, maybe I shouldn't. Oh,
hey,
I would say you're
We're your best friends.
you're my best friends outside of.
It's so sad for you. It's so sad that you consider us your best friends.
I must admit,
If I was in Strife, I'd probably message you guys.
Okay, that's pretty nice. I mean, you'd be like top 10, I suppose. Like,
you'd make the top 10, but
But you got to remember as well that I've been living interstate with you guys for so long that like, I didn't have a lot of friends outside of it.
Of course, but now you're home in Melbourne, so
Yeah, I
now
got friends again.
you got to introduce us to all your friends. Okay, well, Mark in Croydon has also given us a buzz. Mate, what's your question?
Morning, guys. Just interested in the one habit that is or action or whatever it is that's going to grind on each other through the years.
Okay.
most annoying thing about the other.
I don't like how Ben doesn't like other people and sometimes me. He's very much so an introvert, so he's going to bed really early. Mark, this is actually legit, right? We went to his Bucks show and he left his own Bucks show at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and he ghosted everyone there. I'm not even kidding.
Doesn't deserve his job, really.
I know. It's insane.
I just didn't like that all these people got together, and it was a bit much for me, so I went home.
Wild. Well, I was looking in the pokies. I was like, where's he gone? Looking at the toilets. I'm like, where is he? We were all worried for him. He just ducked off home.
The ghosting is something, it is very annoying, Ben. And sometimes you nail it, other times it is a bit rude.
What I would say, on the other hand, is I'm such an extrovert that sometimes that annoys you, Ben. Like, I'm striking up conversations with people. A bit of a classic for me. I've been doing it at work lately, new office. You get in the lift with someone. Hey, how's it doing? And then they leave the lift, and I'm still talking to them as the lift's closing. And everyone's like, shut up. Like, this conversation is over. We are done here.
Brett joins us now. Good morning, Brett. What's your question?
Hey guys, how are you?
Very good.
It's a loaded question. There's only one right answer. What is the greatest Indiana Jones movie of all time?
All right, really getting to the hard-hitting questions, Brett. No, I like it. Yeah, we get to understand the real Ben Lehman Bell. Why don't we
leave
that to you, Bell? I mean, you're such a movie buff.
I think I've only seen one, and I was about 10 years old, and I don't know which one it was, but it was the one where I just remember a group of people come and touch him a lot, and he's in the middle of a big circle, and it scared me a lot as a kid.
Yeah, right.
I don't know which one that was.
I think if I'm going to lock in an answer for you, Brett, I would say Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay, interesting.
Not the right answer?
I can't give any away until I've got all three guesses.
I'm going to go Raiders as well, just for the record. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm just going Raiders.
Bill, I don't think you know any other names of them. Crystal Skull, maybe.
Guys, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. It's clearly Temple of Doom, but Raiders is...
I'm not a big Indiana guy. I must admit. I'm sorry, Brett. I'll watch some and get back to you.
I feel like we're in a Temple of Doom with Brett now.
Yeah, I know. He's not
Hey,
into
look,
us.
no, we do appreciate your questions. If you've got any other ones you can think of, you can always text us 0400 919 919. Keep our eyes across there because we're willing to answer any questions that you got.
Yeah, last one here. Brendo in Footscray. He said, let's cut to the chase. The most important question. What is your favourite footy team? Ben, for you, simple.
Port Adelaide.
Bell, easy one.
Melbourne Demons.
And yeah, I'm a Crows guy, but to be honest, you can twist my arm. Like, if you like me more, I'll go for Melbourne or whatever. Whatever.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Well, the top trending, an absolute record-breaking show on Netflix right now, Wednesday.
Should we meet your new roommate? Please excuse Wednesday. She's allergic to color.
Oh, wow. What happens to you?
I break out into hives and then the flesh peels off my bones.
It has taken over Stranger Things. It's like the most watched TV show upon premiere, and it is proving its popularity. Actually, for the 20-year-old lead actress, Jenna Ortega, she has gained a record-breaking following almost overnight. Now, since the show premiered, the 10 days following, on Jenna's Insta, she gained 10 million followers.
Wow. What?
And I just checked her Insta now. She's currently at 23 million followers.
You can see why, though, right?
Oh, she does a fantastic job in the show.
And also, she's very good looking. Like, all I'm saying is Uncle Fester isn't getting 10 million after his spin-off.
Have you watched the show yet?
No.
Are you following her?
Yes.
All right, and Arnott's have released the most popular biscuit in Australia.
All right.
Now, I want to focus on Victoria firstly, though, because we've got the top 5, the most sold this year. Coming in number 5, people are loving saladas, which I find very surprising.
Don't go wrong with the salada.
The Shapes pizza flavour.
Yum.
Then Tim Tams, number 3.
Good, very strong.
Second most popular, Shapes barbecue.
Yeah, I could believe it.
I would go pizza
No, see,
over barbecue.
Yeah, me
Support
too.
that. 100% support that. Way better than
What's
pizza.
number 1?
Number 1, the most popular biscuit, and coming in with selling 23 million boxes this year in Australia, is the humble Savoy.
A bit boring, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's very
a bit, you
boring.
know, like, there's no flavour you can see.
Yeah, but if I'm making a cheese board at home, I always use Savoys because
It's
they're a
old
bit
favourite.
salty. But they're plain enough. And if you're hosting, I can see how that would rack up the numbers.
See, in my house, crimpy is king. I'm a chicken crimpy guy.
Yeah.
When I put out a cheese board, I put crimpies out. People can, dip that in.
Can I give a shout out to cheese and bacon?
You may not. You may not give that shout out. That's not in my book at all.
And finally, some international news from yesterday. Sex outside of marriage in Indonesia has now been banned, and it could actually land you up to a year in prison. So this actually also applies to Bali. If you've planned a trip to Bali, it actually now, if you're living together with a spouse or you're, having sex outside of marriage, you can get up to 12 months in prison. This does
Their
apply.
prison system is going to be clogged, just with like bogans from Australia. I'd be in there. Everyone, we'd all be in there. I love how sex before marriage is banned, but you can still drive a scooter and smoke without a helmet, like when you're 8 with like 5 people on the back of you.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.